Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we'll be doing the Super Mario Bros. Movie review. I'm just going to give you my opinion about the movie, my rating, and things that could have probably been done better or I didn't like or whatever. So if you like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more content. But first, I'm going to start off with what I thought was good. So the movie itself, I liked it. It was really good. I actually thought, based on the trailer, that it was going to be a good movie. I know a lot of people thought that it was probably not going to be as good as it was because the studio that made the movie, Illumination, they're known for Despicable Me and Sing and those kind of movies. And I know people don't really care for them. I like them, but I know other people don't. So that's what concerned a lot of people, but I can tell you that people loved it. People do like the animation. It came out great. The characters don't look goofy or anything. They look like themselves, and I think that worked out really nicely. I also think not just the animation, but also the set designs, the settings and everything, the kingdoms, everything looked gorgeous. The colors, they were vibrant, they're bright, and then for Bowser, his castle and everything, it fit a dark theme, with all the lava and stuff. Everything looked great. I honestly can't say much about the sets not looking as good as they were. I think that was probably one of the highlights of the movie, to be honest. Like all the details that went into all the buildings, the environment, the atmosphere, everything was really gorgeous. It didn't really matter where the movie was at the moment of time. Everything looked really good. The characters, they fit in nicely. Even the background characters looked pretty good. Nothing seemed out of place. And all the Easter eggs, oh my gosh, there's a lot. If you guys haven't seen the movie, there is a lot. So keep your eyes out for the background, because there's a lot of things you can notice that are old, upcoming, new. There's a lot of Easter eggs that are hidden inside the movie, and I was actually surprised how much there was. I won't go into details what I saw, but you can see for yourself if you see the movie. Otherwise, you could probably just look up someone else for spoilers and stuff about that. But otherwise, everything looked really good. I can't say that enough. Like I said, character designs look good. I thought everyone looked right. Nothing looked too kiddie. Nothing looked too out of place. Everyone looked as good as they can be, honestly. I like the involvement with a lot of characters. I'm a little disappointed Yoshi didn't actually do more. There's Yoshis in the movie, but they aren't part of it, really. They're just there. So as a kind of a standout character, I'm surprised Yoshi didn't have a role. But in general, the characters that did have a role, they all play their parts nicely. Mario, Luigi. I thought Mario was good. He was great, actually. I was actually surprised that Chris Pratt did a good job. Honestly, I didn't have any problems with anyone except for him. Thinking based on the trailer, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if he's going to do a good job. That was the whole controversy that everyone was talking about, but he did an outstanding job. I have to give it to him. He did a great Mario. But yeah, Mario had a good role. I think he had enough screen time. Luigi, on the other hand, I felt like he did not get enough screen time and hardly played a role in the movie, but he was there, and he was like a very, very high support character for Mario, which is good. But I do think he could have did more, or at least not be as I don't want to say weak, but like not as important, considering it was supposed to be like a duo dynamic. Peach, very strong character. I thought she was a little too strong, but that's just my thought on it. I mean, I have no problem with her being a badass or anything like that, but I just felt like she is the only character in the entire Mushroom Kingdom who could do anything, and that's kind of like weird. I mean, what's the point of the other toads, like the guards and stuff, if they don't even they don't even fight? So it's kind of strange that she was the only one who could do anything. But either way, it worked out decently in the end. If you guys haven't seen the movie, I'm going to say some spoilers, probably here and there. But so if you haven't seen it, you know, and you don't want to be spoiled, maybe skip to the end. Otherwise, you know, probably go see the movie first and then come back. But yeah, I think Peach was a little overpowered, but I liked how they utilized the power-ups in the world. The flower cups, the field of flower cups was really nice. I thought it was a gorgeous scene. I also thought the way the power-ups worked actually worked really good. I mean, the mushroom eating, I thought, wow, that's actually genius. That was funny. It was a good way to have the characters power up by eating the power-ups in general. And then the one mushroom to make you grow and give you powers, and then the other mushroom to make you shrink. I thought the shrinking one was a little too much. And then the superstar too, like, I really thought, like, if Bowser really wanted to rule the kingdoms, he should have just used it. Because there's no point in not using it, right? I mean, he can't be the only star. So, that was a little plot convenience, but it is what it is. What else? Mario, Luigi, Peach. Bowser was great. Oh my gosh. He had the best line in the entire movie. Honestly, the best line in the entire movie. My opinion, of course, but I enjoyed his Jack Black's acting. I enjoyed him as Bowser. He was really good. I thought Bowser was probably the star for me, at least as far as characters. He was funny, and you know, it makes you feel bad for him, the story, because as he puts it, he is misunderstood. It's not like he wants to be a bad guy just because he wants to be a bad guy. It's kind of like in Wreck-It Ralph, you know, the bad guys aren't bad guys because they want to be. They just are. They're just seen that way. And I think Bowser is the same way. And it's, to a certain extent, he does do bad things, but at the same time, he has this good side to him that the audience can enjoy, and you know, we can like him for what he's trying to do, even though it's wrong. And so, the fact that he had his own solo song as well, Peaches, that was funny. I enjoyed it too. Everything about the Bowser character was amazing. But yeah, he had the best line that when he was trying to practice proposals to Peach and saying, "Oh my God," that he love really gets you out of your shell or something like that. And I was like, oh my God, that was hilarious. If you haven't seen it, go watch the Peaches official music video, and at the end it'll show you. But that was so funny. That was the best line in the entire movie. But yeah, Bowser was great. I thought the other characters like the Koopas, the Toads, you know, Kamek, those guys were all good. The Penguins, they were really good characters. I also thought the DK and all the other people over there, they were well done. I was actually afraid of DK being in the movie and playing a huge role, but he actually worked out really nicely. I actually like the dynamic between him and Mario as well. It's kind of like a we hate each other kind of thing, but we get along in the end, and they work together. I thought it was a really good dynamic. That's one of the stronger duos in the entire movie that really worked really well. And then, yeah, as far as other characters, you know, some cameos here and there. You know, it was nice to see all these other characters and stuff, but like I said, Yoshi needs to play a part, even if it's like writing Yoshis. I don't care if you had just write a Yoshi for like one scene. That's it. Like, it was kind of weird that Yoshi didn't make an appearance. I mean, kind of didn't. But the end credit scene obviously shows there's probably going to be a sequel. And Yoshi is going to be a big part of it. You know, Yoshi's story. I don't know. But we'll see. So, I actually thought the whole plot and story was really well done. For a 90-minute movie, the pacing of the story was actually good, but also was really bad. So that's where I get a little nitpicky. Because it was made into a 90-minute movie, the story felt rushed. Like, there was no time to connect with the characters, find out their backstories, and things like that. Yeah, you got Mario, you got Luigi, but you don't really know, like, too much about why Bowser's doing the things he's doing, except for that he wants to, he loves Peach and he wants to rule the world with her. But it's like, why? Like, how did this all start? It's like you're creating this universe, but you don't explain how this universe came about. I know it's a little nitpicky, but it is something that leaves the audience wondering, like, okay, how did this happen? How did it start like this? How did the kingdoms, how do the kingdoms work? Do they have alliances? Do they not have alliances? Are they enemies, for a long time and things like that? So it works, but it doesn't work. The pacing made it so that you can't really connect with too many of the characters, only the main ones, as well as you leave the theater wanting more. You want to learn more about these characters, or learn more about the environments and the kingdoms, and even in Brooklyn where the brothers are from. And so it's one of those things that they could have slowed it down a little, and or make the movie a little longer. I don't get why movies have to be a certain amount of time. Maybe there's something that I don't know about, but as a fan, I want to see more. Even if it's like 5 extra minutes of screen time. I just need a little bit more details into why these characters are the way they are. Such as, one example is like when Mario bursts into the Mushroom Kingdom to meet Peach and ask her for help. Well, she just meets this guy who could be lying for all they know, and she says, "Okay, sure, come along. I'll train you for literally a day, and then we'll go save your brother." Like, how do you know if this is real? Like, I know that he's a human too, just like her, but it's kind of like plot convenience. You're not gonna ask any questions. You're just gonna go with him. The princess of the Mushroom Kingdom is just gonna go with a random stranger, and one toad. What's the point of all the other toads? Like, they didn't do anything. So it's a little disappointing that certain characters didn't get as much of a role because of the pacing, but it is what it is. Yeah, I think so the pacing was good because it was a short movie, but it was also bad because you didn't get to learn about these characters and the stuff surrounding them. But overall, it was not bad. As far as anything else that's concerning me is it's like closure. The movie ended so abruptly that I think it was only like 3 or less minutes of the conclusion. Like, literally, Mario and Luigi beat Bowser, and then that's it. They wake up in a new day, they're in the Mushroom Kingdom, and then that's it. The movie kind of ends. It's kind of like, well, what happened to the penguins? What happened to the Bowser? He got an end credit scene. What happened to the other star that was kidnapped by Bowser? What happened to Peach? What happened to DK and his clan? Like, what happened to everybody else? The movie doesn't tell you what happened to anybody else. So I'm like, what? It leaves you wanting to know more of what happened, and it doesn't tell you that. So it is one bit of concern that I did not like, but I know they had to end it. So the way it ended was alright. but it leaves you wanting more. And then the end credit scenes, one was Bowser, one was Yoshi. Great stuff. So it leaves you thinking there's going to be a sequel, and hopefully there is, because I thought the movie was really good. So as far as a movie rating, I'll probably give it an 8. An 8 out of 10. And again, the reasons why I dock it down a couple points is just because of the pacing, the character relationships, with the audience, and the closure of the movie. It's just a little too rushed, but overall, I really enjoyed this movie. This is one of the better movies I've seen in a long while, and this is one I definitely think everyone should go out and see, especially since from a video game standpoint to a movie, it was a really good adaptation. Obviously, it's not straight up the same story or anything like that, but it was a really good story in general, and I liked it. So I really hope that everyone else does too. I hope you guys will enjoy it as well. Yeah, it's a really good movie. I think everyone involved did a good job, and I actually look forward to a sequel. It's sooner than later, hopefully. So that's my opinion on it. I know other people think otherwise. I'm seeing some other reviews that are just like a little wishy-washy, but I as a fan of the Mario World, I think it did a really good job. I thought everything was true to the characters, and everything worked out really nicely. Everything fit, nothing was out of place, and everything just looked gorgeous. So yeah, I think you should go see it if you haven't seen it already, and help this movie get a lot of popularity, because it was a really good movie. But otherwise, I think that's all I have to say about it. And so yeah, 8 out of 10, solid 8 out of 10. And yeah, I guess I'll leave it at that. If you like this video, if you like what I had to say, hit the like button. If you disagree with anything I said, please leave in the comments. I will talk to you about it. I like to hear your opinions as well. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Until next time, I guess, I'll be looking out for other stuff to do. See movies, anime, get back into gaming, and yeah, hopefully I'll put out more content soon. So you guys take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.